What types of physical abuse of children have you seen in your lifetime?
I think growing up, a big problem was like parents trying to overwork kids, like too intensive training, and I think that kind of as we've grown, I think that this new generation has kind of been more exposed to it, and I think it's kind of a growing issue, just kids being overworked in training and in practice and whatnot.
Do you think that hazing is a problem in high school and college athletics?
Personally, I haven't had any issues with it, and I think that it's a lot better now that there are laws in place that kind of outlaw it. But I think that it still happens to an effect. It's just not the extreme that it used to be. What have been the lasting psychological effects from childhood sports that you have seen in your life, both positive and negative?
I think the only real psychological effects I've experienced personally have been positive. I think sports at a young age they were always fun for me, so I never felt like I was being pushed to a level that would have affected me, psychologically to a point where that would be a destructive thing. I think if anything, sports has always been helpful in making me better mentally prepared to face different tasks in life.
Do you know anyone who has suffered from negative psychological effects from their childhood sports, and if so, what are they?
I can't say immediately that I do, but I do have a cousin who is he's an Olympic caliber swimmer, currently swims for California, and I know that they'd have 3 practices a day, every day, and then there's things like their meal habits where they'd have to have a really strict diet, especially before a meet, and I think that could potentially have a lasting effect on him, and also when he does stop competing in swimming, I think it's going to be an interesting transition to see if he will be able to make the transition from always competing to no longer having swimming be a part of his life.